There was a boy by the name of Chad. Chad was an elementary age student, but he was not the most popular person in his class. You see, as the children would walk to school, Chad would walk to school with them. But the cool kids, the football players, the basketball players, the class comedian, the good-looking kids, all those kids would walk in front, and Chad would walk behind. He had this quiet personality, this unassuming personality, and they would just walk, and they would have all this fun, talk to one another, play around with each other like youth do. He'd just be walking behind. As Valentine's Day approached, Chad told Mom, I want to make Valentine cards for each and every person in my class. And being a mama, her alarms went off. If he gives them something, he might not receive anything in return. And his heart is going to be broken. And he puts all this energy into that. He doesn't receive anything. My poor baby is going to be hurt. That mama bear Wendy rose on the inside of her, and she became protective. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all mama, you know that mama bear rises up in you. I just want to make sure my baby don't get hurt. I want to make sure that their heart doesn't get broken. Nobody says anything. Nobody does anything to them. I'm going to protect them, make sure I take care of them. And then sometimes as we do that, I think we cause more harm than help. Because as we're trying to protect them and shield them, not only are we shielding them from the pain, but we're shielding them from the life lessons. So in this case, they may not learn how to relate to other people. They might not learn how to manage their emotions and when things happen. They don't learn how to manage the failures in life. So that when they find themselves grown and gone, and life begins to knock on their door, they do not have the skill set necessary to bounce right back up. Because we've shielded them. So what do? They call Mama. Mama, this happened and that happened. Daddy, this happened and that happened, and I need some more money. And we like, would you stop calling us? You grown now. You your own child. Get on out of here. I ain't got no more money to give you. We shielded them all those years, and they have not had the opportunity to grow. There's something about kicking the chick, the baby bird, out of the nest. Amen. It's just something about saying, I gotta let you go. And here's the thing I like about it, Miss Yvonne. I had to learn this one the hard way. If I can let them go while they're in my house, I can help them learn how to manage the things while they're still in my house. Amen. I can help them learn how to deal with crazy boys while they're in my house, and I still got some large influence. I can tell you how to deal with them girls who reject them while they're in my house. This is what they're trying to tell you. I can see it better than you. I've been there, done all of that. Let's share some let's really talk about what boys really want at 13 years old. Let me tell you what they're going to tell you. I know I've been there, I didn't say it all of it. But it's easy to do that when you're in the house. Got to let them go. So mom says, all right, I'm going to let them go. She goes to the Target, Walmart, whatever store you want to go to. She goes to the store, she buys all the paper and all the stuff you're going to need to make these Valentine cards. And for the next 3 weeks, they spend every night He's in there making these Valentine cards, cutting out stuff, putting all this stuff together. He's got it going on. Valentine shows up, he gets up excited, puts his clothes on, grabs his bag, goes out the front door. He has his Valentine cards, he's ready, he's walking, and as normal, the kids walking in front of him, he's walking behind. They go off to school, Mama says, I have an idea. I know he's going to be hurt when he gets back. I'm going to make some cookies, have some milk waiting on him, make him feel better when he gets home, all that great stuff, right? Yeah. Bus drops them off. They're walking back up the street, coming to school. As they're coming back home, she sees the same thing. They're walking in front. Once again, he's walking in back. They have a little pep in the step this time. There's something a little different about it. He makes a beeline to the front door, goes in the house. Mom instantly says, hey, I got some milk, I got some cookies for you. He's all excited, he pushes past her, throws his stuff down, and he's getting ready to start talking. She's like, panic mode. Is he hurt? Is my baby hurt? But he says, I did not forget one of them. She's like, what? He said, Mom, I did it. Every person in my class received a card. Amen. I gave something to each and every one of them. I did it, Mom. You see, Chad was just happy to be a blessing. He wasn't given Valentine's cards with an expectation that he would receive something in return. He just says, I just want to bless all of my classmates. I want to do something nice for all. I want to do something kind for all of my classmates. And isn't that what we have been talking about as we look at this 13th chapter of 1 Corinthians? Paul says it doesn't matter how eloquent you are. It doesn't matter how super spiritual you are. Yes, you can speak in tongues. Yes, you can heal. Yes, you can cast out demons. But that stuff doesn't matter if you have not love. So yeah, you can bestow all of your goods to feed the poor and give your body to be burned. But what difference does it make? What profit is it to you if you have not love? Paul is saying love is everything. Yeah. Amen. He's giving us the answer to the question, what does love have to do with it? Love has everything to do with it. Yeah. It's all about love. And love is patience. Yeah. And as we talked about love last week, we said love is not self-seeking. Amen. It's not about me and what I can get out of it, but it is about how I can be a blessing. It's not about me having a big head and boasting and trying to show people who I am. That's right. But love is sacrificial. It's giving. Love is not about us. That's right. And if you really think about it, it is hard for us to be a we if the focus is always on me. Amen. That's right. It's hard for Lady Ann and myself to be a couple who are walking together if I'm more concerned about me and she is more concerned about her. Then in our interactions, we're going to act accordingly. I'm going to do what's in my best interest. She's going to do what's in her best interest. Nobody's looking towards God. Nobody's looking towards the relationship. We're just doing what's in our own best interest. Ask Jordan what it means to be a part of a we. Yeah. He couldn't win that championship without Pippen. He needed Pippen. Ask Tom Brady and Bill Belichick what it means to be a we. They need each other to win those games. They're not the greatest of all time by themselves. It's together. Not as individuals, not because of my own individual talents and my own individual skills. It doesn't matter how great I think I am. It doesn't matter how talented I am, how much power I believe I have, how much influence I think I have. It's about the we.
Yes, yes, yes.
Together we rise. Yeah. Not individually, together we rise. I like the saying we have up on the board over there, on the wall over there. It says, we may not have it all together, but together we have it all. As an individual, I might not have all the answers, Michelle. Yeah. But once we get together, and you put your resources with mine, I put my resources with you, and we begin to do this thing together, we have everything we need.
Yes. Amen.
Together. Always continuing with this conversation and talking to us about what love actually looks like. As he begins to deal with these Corinthians who are individualistic, who are dependent upon their gifts, he continues to define it. And the category that we're on right now, Michelle, is the one that says, love cares. What he says? He says, love is kind. Love has a genuine concern for other people. Love cares about you and your well-being. Yes. Love is nice. Love says, I'm going to do the little things. Love is that person with that big old heart. The person with their heart just looks at you and the situation that you're in and doesn't judge you, but says, how can I be a blessing? Yeah. The type of person who looks at you and looks at the good stuff and the bad stuff and says, how can I help you get to where you're trying to go? Not with an expectation that they will get something in return, but they have the same mindset that the little boy Chad had. I just want to be a blessing. Person says, I want to do the little things just because. That's right. Woo! Just because I'm going to do this for you. But what you want in return? Nothing. Just because. Amen. I just want to be kind to you. No expectations. I just want to be kind. I want to be nice. I have a heart of compassion. A heart that's gentle. A heart that's been through some stuff. Yeah. Seen some stuff. Yeah. Experienced some stuff. That's been hurt. But in the midst of all of that, it's softened their heart to understand that people, that's all about people. So how can I love on people? How can I be kind to people? It's Lady Ann when she's at the grocery store. At Publix. And I'm at home working. And she calls and says, what you want for lunch? Now she knows there's some stuff in the refrigerator, some leftovers I can easily go in there and get. But she says, I want to do something nice for my husband. I want to be kind. That's right. Amen. Amen. To my husband. So I'm going to go out of my way to make sure he knows I love him. You see, being kind, caring, it does not behave rudely. That's right. It's not mean, demeaning, rude, nasty towards people, but it cares. It's not envious of you. Because you're driving a certain car, just because you live in a certain house, you got a spouse or whatever it is, it's not looking to get what you have, but it wants to rejoice with you in what you have. Isn't that what it says? Rejoice with those. Yes. Love says, you got yours, and there's a God who can bless me with mine. Not give me what you have, but give me what he has for me.
Yes, yes, yes.
I don't want your stuff.
That's right.
I'm like David.
Right.
Your gear, your armor doesn't fit me. I just need my slingshot.
Yes.
And the God who gave it to me is going to make it work.
Yes, yes. Yes.
Love doesn't think any evil. Or some of your Bible says love may not keep a record of wrong.
That's right.
Can we take a pause? Where my wives at? Don't put your head down now. Where my wives at?
Ooh.
Yeah. Y'all know what we're talking about? Y'all get that book out? Let me get find a book. They ain't want to help me out, give me nothing to write on. I'm gonna write on this one, be my book right here. February 12th, 1975. He did this. March 1st, 1980, right here. June 2nd, he did that. And then, what are we doing? Angel prayers. We're keeping a record. He did this, he did this, he holding on to it. And then every time he tries to do something else, what we do? Don't you remember when you said you were going to do this right here?
On this date, this time.
Right.
When you said this right here to me, we're still waiting on you to do this right here. Guys, y'all ain't helping the brother out. You know, amen from the brothers in here. Y'all looking at me like I'm crazy.
Preach.
Amen.
And we do the same thing. We just don't do it as well as you. You have the elephant memories. Y'all remember everything. We remember just a few. We know in our hearts, she did some stuff. So here's what we do. We don't verbalize it. We just stay away from it. We put a wall up around our hearts. And you realize that there's something going on because we don't let you in any further. You verbalize yours. They tell us this. We say, I tried that before. Been there, I've done all that. I know how you act. I remember when you did this here, and you did this, Yeah, I ain't going down that road again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But that mentality hurts the relationship. Because just like we asked them to forgive us, they asked us to forgive them. And we say it, I forgive you. We hold on to that thing as hard as we can. We hold it. And some of us use it as a weapon. Can I stay there for a minute? We use it as a weapon. Let me use this against you. Yeah, we in the conversation, we talking about something. I don't like where the conversation goes. I'm going to shut you down. Let me bring up what you did. The conversation is not about that at all. We go in our grab bags. I've been another suitcase here for something. We go in that grab bags and bring that stuff back out from 20 years ago.
Absolutely right. You're right.
But love says it does not keep an account. It's not an accountant sitting down, writing down information in the journal entries. It's not making journal entries about our relationship.
That's right.
Jesus forgave us.
Yes.
Jesus says he washed his sins away as far as the east is from the west. Why can't we do the same?
Amen.
Right? Why can't we do the same? Love doesn't envy. Love does not rejoice in iniquity. Love doesn't look at us in our sinful state, in our struggle with something that we can't overcome on our own and begin to rejoice. I told you they wasn't no good. I told you they were going to fail. Look at them. I just been waiting on this to happen. Just been waiting. We don't rejoice in somebody's sin. We don't rejoice in somebody's failure. That's not love. But we rejoice in the truth. And the truth is, as we've been singing over the last 4 weeks, God is not through with each and every one of us yet. God is still working on the inside of each and every one of us. And that sin that you're rejoicing about is not only an offense against that person, but it is an offense against our God.
Yes, yes.
You're rejoicing, you're happy that somebody has offended that God has done so much for us? No. But how can I come alongside my brother and my sister and be kind to them? Pick them up. If I have some wisdom to share, can I share that wisdom with them? Can I put my arms around them? Can I just be a listening ear? I don't know what to say about your situation, but I'm just going to listen to you. Let you get it out your chest. Yes. No judgment.
That's right.
Not trying to fix you.
Amen.
No, I told you so.
Amen.
Just I'm just going to listen.
Amen.
What you're going through, I'm just going to rejoice in the truth.
Yeah.
That my God can take care of anything you find yourself in.
Amen. Yes, amen.
So love is God. Well, Andre, there's something that I've been meditating. I learned things about this thing called love being kind. That can't be kind and be static at the same time. But the kind of kindness I think Paul is talking about is active. He said, I can't say I'm kind to you, but I just don't want to be bothered with you. I can't say I'm being kind to you, and you go over there, and you go over here. You do your thing, I'm going to do my thing. But the type of kindness I think Paul is talking about, Mom, is the type of kindness that reaches out.
Amen. Yes, yes.
And connects with people.
Yeah.
That's actively looking for opportunities to bless somebody.
Thank you, Lord.
To do nice things. I haven't hurt you. I didn't do anything to you.
Right.
I haven't said anything. You're right, you didn't.
No. Amen.
But you're not actively trying to do anything.
Yeah.
And if you really think about all those things on this, look what this is saying. Look at what my man John says. That next one on my screen. Look at what John says. Little children, let us not love with word or with tongue, but in deed and in truth. Let us not love with the stuff coming out of our mouth. Just because I'm saying I love you, that's not enough. But he says, let us love in deed and in truth. Let us actually do something that shows our love. Let us put some feet to our love. Some activity to our love. Some action to our love. Anybody can talk a good game. Anybody can tell you what you need, what you want to hear, when they think you need to hear it.
Amen.
But will you go the extra mile to express the love? Will you do something different? Will you come out of your comfort zone to express the love? That's what I think Paul is talking about here. He said, be active. Don't sit back, but be active. Think about what God did. For God so loved the world that he did what? He gave.
Yes.
He said, I love you, and I see you in your current state, separated from me, struggling. And said, whoa, looks bad right now. See what they're going to do. But he took action. And he says, I'm going to give of myself. The only thing that can fix this is me and my son.
Yes.
So I give of myself to fix you.
Yes.
It's sacrificial.
Yeah.
It may cost me something, but I'm going to give. That's what he's trying to get us to see. Look at what Paul says in Romans. For while we were still helpless, at the right time, Christ died for the ungodly. For one will hardly die for a righteous man, though perhaps for the good man some would dare even to die. Look what it says. But God demonstrates his own love towards us in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. Yeah. Demonstrates.
Yes.
Not talk about it, but if I can use a rap song, be about it.
That's right.
Not talking a good game, but actively doing something.
Yeah.
But Pastor, that sounds all weak. I'm a manly man. And all that stuff you guys talking about with this love and this compassion, this gentleness, all that stuff sounds all weak. Was Jesus weak? Think about Jesus. Yes, he was firm when he needed to be firm. Yes, he was authoritative when he needed to. Yes, he kicked the money exchangers out. He did what he had to do.
Yeah.
But that's just one dimension of who he was. He was also kind.
Yeah, that's right. Amen.
When he feeds the 4,000 followed by the 5,000, he's being kind. He didn't have to feed them. He could have followed what the disciples said. Send them away. They said, I'm going to be kind. When the leper comes up, the untouchable, the one nobody wanted to be bothered with, he goes over and touches the leper and heals him. Yeah. That's Jesus being kind. He could have just spoke a word, never got in his presence. But he showed the people how you can have compassion. As he's crying over Lazarus and the pain, not that Lazarus is going through, because Lazarus is dead, but he sees the pain that the sisters are going through.
Yes.
That's it. He has compassion. He's being kind. So is my kindness a weakness? No. Put it do more. It shows the complexity of life, how sometimes you have to be firm, and sometimes you have to be kind. And in time, if being firm sometimes is your act of being kind. Because if I see you going in the incorrect direction, for me to allow you to go without being firm or turning you this way, I'm not being kind. I'm not expressing love towards you. If I see you going in the ditch and I allow you to fall right there in that ditch.
Amen.
And Andre, I think the world is in desperate need of more kindness.
Amen.
We live in such a verbally combative world.
Right.
But we like to utilize our words to beat people up.
Yeah.
We live in a world, a society that is so judgmental. We scrutinize everything. We have radio shows, talk shows that's built around telling you what you did wrong.
Right.
And they know it too. You call and tell you, well, we talk about the negative here. That's how we make money, by talking about what's wrong. Monday morning quarterbacking, sitting back, analyzing our individual lives, saying, this is what you can do to make your life better.
Right.
The world can use some more kindness. But in order for that to happen, in order for that to take place, we gotta learn how to look at people and their differences of opinion and not judge them according to their differences. Just because you are a Republican and I am a Democrat doesn't mean I can't show kindness towards you. Just because you have one view on abortion and I have another view on abortion doesn't mean I can't show kindness towards you.
Amen.
Just because you have one view on gay rights and I have another view on gay rights doesn't mean I can't show kindness towards you.
Amen.
Just because the color of your skin is one and mine is something totally different doesn't mean I cannot show kindness towards you.
Right.
Kindness has no color. That's not right. Let me recheck that. Kindness does have a color. And it's blood red.
Amen.
Kindness is blood red. The same blood is running through my system. It's the same blood that's running through somebody's system who's gay. The same blood that's running through somebody's system who had an abortion and believes in abortion, right? The same blood that's running through a white person, a bigoted person, a woman. It's all the same blood. And our Lord and our Savior, Jesus Christ, shed his blood for all of us. For all of us. So then, instead of me looking at you and only seeing our differences, why can't we begin to look at each other and see what Christ sees in us? See the value in us. That if Jesus thought they were worth dying, the least I can do is put down my differences and be kind to you.
Amen. Yeah.
Be respectful towards you. Not rude. Not keeping track of your stuff you've done wrong.
Right.
Not waiting for you to fail. I'm just going to be kind to you. Because you have value. There's something special about you. And my God says that I am to love everybody.
Amen.
Well, Pastor Paul said as much as possible to live at peace with all men. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did. I think many of us missed the first part of that passage. As much as possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
We just fast forward to live at peace.
Yeah.
So you go over here, I'm going to go over here, and then we're living at peace. No, what about the as much as possible?
Yeah. Yeah. Amen.
Yeah.
Have we sat down and had real conversations about our differences and tried to work them out? That's the as much as possible. Have we tried to forgive each other? That's just as much as possible. Extended grace. Extended mercy. Have we done the things necessary to try to reconcile the relationship?
Yeah.
That's the as much as possible. Paul wasn't giving that to us as a get out of jail free card. Oh, well, I don't need to bother with them. But as much as possible means working.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Lord.
Give grace.
Yes.
Give mercy.
Yes.
Be patient.
Amen.
Be kind.
Amen.
Don't rejoice in their iniquities. Rejoice in the truth.
Yes.
Bear all things.
Yes.
Believe all things. Endure all things.
Yes.
Love never fails.
Amen.
That is what we're talking about. That's what being kind is.
Yes.
Not the other stuff, but that's what being kind is.
That's right.
So here's my challenge to you. Here's my challenge. Make yourself an ambassador for kindness. I can make a difference in the world in which we live in if we make the choice to become ambassadors of kindness.
Amen.
Say, I'm going to get up this morning and I'm going to find me at least one person that I can just be kind to.
Amen.
That I can just bless them. I can just do something for them just because. Kindness changes things. It's hard for me to be mad at her while she's being kind to me. Like, I want you to argue with me right now. I got some more stuff I want to say.
Yeah.
It changes the atmosphere at your job. If you go in there, you be kind to everybody, all of them, even the crazy employees. Just be kind to them.
Yeah.
It changes things.
Right.
Y'all know that we are thermostats. You know what I mean about thermostats? Thermostat sets the temperature of the room.
Yes.
Y'all look chilly right now. Y'all don't like the way the thermostat feels. I feel good up here moving around. I set the thermostat today. Right?
Yes.
So I set the temperature in the room. Right?
Thank the Lord for letting me say that.
Here's my lesson. Here's my lesson. What if we went to our jobs and decided to be a thermostat
Yeah.
and not the thermometer?
Yes.
Thermometers measure the temperature. Thermostats set the temperature.
That's right.
So when we hear the gossip going around, what if we decide, I'm going to step in and be kind to the person that they're talking about?
Yes.
Amen.
Amen. That's right.
What if that person that we know has something against us, what if we just walk up and say, I'm just going to be kind to you?
Yeah.
The person that we've been arguing with for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. We go to the family reunion, they be on one side of the reunion, we on this side of the reunion. What if we just, I'm just going to be kind. I'm not going to wait to the reunion. I'm going to pick up my phone. I'm going to call you.
Yes.
The cousin, the friend, the acquaintance, whoever it is. What if we just say, I'm going to be an ambassador of kindness? And he said, I don't like that. We're going to be an ambassador for kindness. And isn't it the least thing that we could do?
Yeah.
Because we are the benefactors of Christ's kindness. So we have benefited from him being kind unto us.
Yes.
As his ambassadors for Christ, we can be ambassadors of kindness.
Yeah.
Least we can do. I'm just going to keep spreading his kindness around. I'm just going to keep spreading it around. I see you in your situation. How can I be kind to you?
Yeah.
And then see what happens. Try it. Get tomorrow. Mindset, ambassador for kindness. Tuesday, ambassador for kindness.
Yeah.
Wednesday, ambassador for kindness. And here's the thing. There's some of us got in our minds right now. There's this one person that's done some stuff.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just that one person. And we can't seem to look past that one thing that they've done.
One thing.
Two. Okay, we had two. We had two men. Two. All right. 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. did Jesus tell Peter? 70 times 7.
Yeah.
Peter said, how often shall I forgive my brother? Jesus said, 70 times. And he just used numbers just to help us out, but what he was really saying is unlimited.
Right.
And the thing that helps me out, I wish I had a mirror. I'm going to mirror next week. So I look in the mirror.
Yeah.
And I look at me. And I realize you ain't got it all together, bro. It helps me keep myself together.
Amen.
Yes.
It puts me in check.
Yes.
It keeps me off my high horse.
Amen.
And reminds me, Herb, be kind. Be patient with people.
Yes.
Everybody has their quirks, their little stuff. But we can learn to be ambassadors of kindness. We can make a difference in our homes. Right there first.
That's
In
right.
our homes.
There we go.
Our children look at us and say, my parents are kind. And we can tell them all we want, but they look and see what we're doing.
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to be kind. That kindness rubs off from us and begins to rub off into our children.
Yes.
Couples, be kind.
Yes.
I don't care what you say, I'm going to be nice to you today.
Yes.
I'm going to hold my pants like I'm going to be kind.
Yeah.
Co-worker, I'm going to be kind.
That's right.
Talk all. They don't never stop talking. Stop. And always negative. Anybody got a negative co-worker? Everything go wrong, and I always go wrong, and everybody on the job is always out to get them, and the man is always out to get them. Like, be quiet.
Yes.
Be kind. I'm gonna be kind.
Yeah.
Maybe we can change the mindset by being kind. It's gonna be ambassadors for kindness. Can I get everybody to roll with me on that one?
Amen.
Ambassadors for kindness.
Amen.
Don't work on you. We have private conversations. They don't. Be ambassadors for kindness.
Your hand was a little low.
Ambassador for kindness. God, oh, I'm sorry, let me start something right. Please be patient with me. God is not through with me.
Lord.
Thank you.
Please
Yes.
be patient with my wife.
Please.
God is not through with her. Herbert, please be patient with Priscilla and Butler Wallace. God is not through with her.
Yes.
And let me, I know I'm running long. Let me tell you what's going to happen when you begin to do this. You look at the person differently. I'm going to talk about this later on, but look, listen. If all you see is what they've done wrong to you,
Say it. Say it.
Lord have mercy.
the stuff that happened in the past, and you listen now, if all you see is everything they did wrong to you, you'll never see the goodness in them.
Amen.
And you'll always be stuck
Right.
at what went wrong.
Right.
Yes.
But if you can make up in your mind, I'm going to be an ambassador for kindness, and I'm going to look for ways to be kind for them. I'm going to look for the goodness on the inside of them. And just you'll be able to.
Yes.
Wow.
We see what we want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I want to see you mad because it justifies the anger I have on the inside.
Yes. Yeah.
So I just see everything you do wrong. It doesn't matter.
Right.
That's right.
All I see is what you do wrong.
Right.
But we can change the mindset and become intentional. Travis Green, intentional.
Yes.
I'm just going to be intentional and look for it.
Yeah.
So she stopped. Let's say, I'm going to get you something to eat because you know I'm on this fast. I'm going to stop. She was saying, I love you.
Yes. 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 Yes.
was saying, I love you, honey.
Yes.
That's it. That was her being kind. But I could have avoided it all because it was something that she did wrong to me.
Right.
If all I was looking for was reason to justify my anger. Be kind. It changes the way you see things, the way you see people.
Yes.
Congress. If I can send this message to you in Congress, be kind. Stop looking for what we can do wrong, what they believe in. Be kind. Amen. Change it. Ambassadors for